Everyone, please stand for our beautiful bride. Friends and family, please be seated. Thank you all for making the journey out to Wild Harmony Ranch. We are grateful to have you all here. Today, we have come to share in the loving union of these two beautiful and bright souls that have come from different walks of life and different parts of this country. I personally recognize many of your wonderful faces, but for those of you who do not know me, my name is DC. I've known these two for many years, and I'm truly honored to be here standing before you, marrying two of my best friends. Nathan and I grew up over these mountains in Tahoe. Back then, he was a little more shy, but as anybody will say, he's always been looking for a good time. He and I have been soaring 10 feet in the air on inner tubes not made to fly, and we've been flying down mountainsides in New Zealand on little carts, maniacally laughing as we try to ram each other off the road. In fact, all my memories with Nathan involve some crazy adventure. Time with Nathan is always full of fun and excitement, and anyone who's hung out with him knows that. But what people often don't know, unless they truly get to know Nathan, is what a kind and thoughtful person he is. He's one of the rare people on this earth who truly listens when you say something, and he gives you an honest opinion, even if you don't like it. He has grown from that fun and free-spirited boy to the genuine, honest, and caring man you see before you today, and I couldn't be more proud of him. When I met Nathan, he was just Nick's little brother, but over time, he's grown to be the brother I never had. Now, Nathan left us years ago to go study nursing, all the way out in Kentucky, and to be honest, I didn't think this kid from California would last 1 minute out there. That is, until he met this girl in physiology of all classes. I knew Alyssa was something special because Nathan had never, ever talked about another girl. This was the first girl that mattered to him. After learning about each other's physiology, the relationship took off. From roaring Kentucky Wildcat games to road trips across state borders and to distant countries, these two have already lived a life many only dream of living. I can see why Nathan fell in love with her. When you first meet Alyssa, you are drawn in by her southern charm and sweet personality. As you get to know her, you'll find she has a friendliness to her that makes you feel like you've known her for years. She is kind, warm, and welcoming, but also independent and strong-willed. She's been through life-changing events that would have crushed other people's spirits, but she carries on with a bright and optimistic demeanor. One thing about Alyssa I'm absolutely sure of is her love for Nathan. But as they've begun to settle down, however, we've learned that Nathan is not Alyssa's one and only. And Nathan will be the first to tell you he knows exactly where he stands in that pecking order. He gets to share her love, of course, with Gracie, Copper, Firefly, Brandon, Smokey, and most recently, Walter. Fortunately for Nathan, Alyssa has more than enough love to go around for all of them. See, Alyssa and I share the same love for animals, a love Nathan never really had. And I didn't, he'd ever find. But somehow she found a way to ignite his love for animals, because these two now have 3 horses, 2 cats, and a dog together. Throw in some turkeys and ducks, and you've rounded out their extended family. Everyone searches for a partner in life who inspires and ignites passion deep within them, someone who makes them feel safe and secure, someone who accepts their flaws and together helps them grow to overcome their challenges. When you find that person, like these two have, you do whatever you can to hang on to them. You chose each other not only for what you have in common, but also for what you bring out in each other. I have witnessed firsthand your unwavering commitment to each other over the years. You've shared thousands of smiles and kisses, but you've also had your share of tears. Your love for each other will continue to grow and change over the years. Love spans a wide range of emotions and intensities. At times, we're consumed by it. It's wild and fast. The world blurs around you both, and the only thing that matters in that moment is that person right next to you. Other times, it's warm and reassuring. The simple comfort in knowing someone is at home waiting for you. Know now that love doesn't always stay the same, and it isn't always easy. Love needs to be fed and nurtured. Don't ever forget to let the other person know you love them. And don't be afraid to be the first to apologize, because life is too damn short to stay angry with each other. Cherish the big moments, of course. But finding love in the small, ordinary moments in between is the secret to a long-lasting marriage. The talks about your day on the drive home, the snuggles on the couch during a cold day, the morning kisses, the daily I love yous, and the inside jokes. It's those small moments in between the big ones that make up the foundation of your relationship. From that foundation, every day can be a day full of love. You two have already been on a wild ride together, and I know you'll both continue to enjoy each and every moment of it, no matter what life throws your way. The bride and groom have asked that we say a small prayer together, so please join us in bowing our heads to pray for a moment. Bless this marriage, Father, as groom and bride begin their journey down the road of life together. May they be blessed with patience to see them through times of tensions or conflict. May they be blessed with kindness to enable them to nurture and care for one another in times of pain or sorrow. Help them to continue to enjoy each other as they did when they first met. Help them to respect each other's likes and dislikes, opinions and beliefs, hopes and dreams and fears, even though they may not always understand them. Help them to learn from each other and to help each other to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Help them to realize that nothing nor no one is perfect, and to look for the good in all things, including themselves. May they be blessed finally with a knowledge of the ever-flowing presence of love in the world, that they may be channels of this love to one another and to all whom they meet in their life's journey. Amen. Nathan and Alyssa have both prepared their own vows that they will now share with each other. These vows you're about to share are the promises you make to each other's partners going forward. These are words that you will look back on both in good times and in bad to remind you what your love stands for. If you're ready to say these words, I invite you now to do so. Nathan, when you are ready. How you pull it out. Sorry.
Thanks for not standing me up. That was a tough decision, I know. Anyway, today's the day. The day where I get to marry an incredible woman and all of her horses. Today's the day you get to be mine forever. So let me tell you just how I feel about you. I tell you every day how good you look, but you're so much more than just the cutest. You're seriously one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. That's why I have to make fun of you for thinking Alaska is an island. I love when you wear dresses and I get my drink on, so we can play that dangerous game of how many people I can moon with your butt. You are for sure one of the most scareable persons I've ever met. I can't help it. Putting you into momentary panic is just hilarious. I'll never stop cornering or jumping behind corners, jumping out, scaring you, and scaring the living shit out of you. You're also that one victim I took to Vegas. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Except for a lifelong commitment to a man you thought couldn't possibly be serious. You're one of the happiest people I've ever met, but animals really bring out the joy in you. When we first met, I had no idea you were such an animal lover. I knew you had horses, but all your time was spent with me and other college activities. You didn't go to any horse shows. You rarely even went home because the nursing school took up so much of your time. Over the next 2 years, we were 2 years into our relationship before you revealed your big secret, and I'm glad you did. Being a closeted animal lover must have been hard. Animals are your happy place. It's very satisfying to see you play with all your animals. I feel like the Grinch not letting you have more animals, but I know you're just going to spend more time with them and less time with me, and I don't need any more animals to be jealous of. The truth is, animals are like your children. You're already a mother, and you've been finding those motherly traits for years. That's why you're going to be the best mother when that time comes. I look forward to that chapter in life knowing I have an expert right by my side. You were raised with the responsibility of caring for animals. Now you're more responsible than me by decades. Not that I'm a good standard for responsibility, but you seriously get up an hour before I do every day to feed your 3 horses their vitamins, supplements, and breakfast. You also take care of a barn cat, 2 house cats, and a dog. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just another one of your pets. When you first met me, I was living in a crappy $300 a month studio apartment with no furniture at all. I had no table, no dresser, not even a bed. I was sleeping on a comforter and a pillow I'd used ever since the dorms. I looked so broke, you offered me your couch for something to sleep on. Shortly after that, you made an unconventional decision. You decided to move in. I wish I could say you cleaned up my life, but you're way messier than I am. We pretty much lived in dive bar quality homes until we graduated college. We then moved to Lexington and made a hell of a life there, one I truly didn't want to leave. I probably never would have left if it wasn't for your courage and motivation. We have so many great memories of our life in Kentucky. We joke about moving back all the time. I didn't have to move home. Home was living with you. You're that one person I could go anywhere with. As long as we did it together, I could leave all of this and be happy living in a shitty studio apartment with you. You're such an accomplished person. I think the best vows would be the things you cannot do for yourself. I hereby vow to keep your animal spending in check. I promise to tuck you on the couch when you pass out from too much chocolate milk and Netflix. When you feel sad, I'll remind you of all the good you do in this world. I will calm you when you are stressed. I will rub your back when you are sleeping. I will warm you when you are cold, and I will kiss you every day until you cannot stand to be kissed anymore. And then I will kiss you even more. I'm not an affectionate person, but you've made me affectionate. You've made me so affectionate at times it annoys you. What can I say? Being affectionate is easy when you're the one I'm loving on. There are many uncertainties in our lives, but the one thing I'm certain of, there will never be a woman who feels more loved than you. Loving you has been the joy of my life, and I promise it always will be. We have it as close to perfect as anyone. We have more blessings than we can count, and you're the one blessing I care most about. You're the one blessing I will love, kiss, and hold every day. I love being with you, and I cannot imagine my life without you.
Well, he killed it. Nathan, every love story has a beginning, and ours started 9 years ago. That's 9 years of wonderful memories filled with our first hello in pathophysiology, to tears trying to get through this course in 4 weeks. Multiple dances at sorority and fraternity formals, trying to teach me how to ski, which wasn't an easy feat, as I was always covered in bruises and it looks like you beat me. Several snow globe music festivals, getting asked if we're siblings more times than I can count, to college graduation. We even moved to a new city together and started our healthcare careers. We played in multiple volleyball tournaments and attempted to crush the competition with my mad serving skills. to tailgating for those UK Wildcats. One of the best nights of my life was getting engaged after the Backstreet Boys in April of 2017. And today, that engagement finally feels real. We survived moving clear across the country in 4 days, and we didn't kill each other in the car, even though I may struggle reading a map. We spent New Year's watching the fireworks go off over the Sydney Harbour Bridge in front of in Australia with some of our dearest friends. We've already experienced so many adventures together, and I know our future will hold plenty more. I know there are times I may not be the easiest person to live with, but we survived not killing each other in isolation during a pandemic, so I know this marriage will last. I believe marriage is a balance between two people, and together we balance each other out exceptionally well to make a great team. Nathan, I love that you're so adventurous. A day in the life with you is never wasted. You have encouraged me to want to explore the entire world. Making fun of me is your specialty, and I never want to stop laughing with you at my special Alyssa moments, even though I thought Alaska might have been an island. I've loved all of these sweet kisses and hand-holding, even if that means we got asked not to sit next to each other in a restaurant and a San Francisco Giants baseball game. I love that you're such an outgoing and friendly person to everyone you meet. You never speak negatively about anyone, and you always see the best in every person. You never leave a friend out of a good time. Over the years, we've had several third wheels that have just joined us on multiple date nights because you didn't want them to be alone. The changes we have witnessed in each other are great. You've helped me build confidence in myself, become a positive thinker, and encourage me to live each day of my life like it's my last. I'm forever grateful for every lesson in life we've gone through together. With strength in marriage comes promises. Today, I promise to always be your outgoing and adventurous sidekick, but I will never go skydiving with you. I promise to always try to have a positive attitude throughout life, no matter the situation we are in. I promise to forever dance the night away with you. When we are 80, I want to be breaking it down on the dance floor at boogie nights. In a marriage, there may be times we don't see eye to eye. We may have arguments, but I promise to keep an open mind, listen to everything you say, and never go to bed angry. I promise to always stand by you, to protect you, to be your best friend, and I will never betray that trust and friendship we've built. I promise to love you every day for the rest of my life, unconditionally, and to care for you always. I promise to share with you all my happiness, all my tears, all my laughter, and I promise to be more tolerant of all of your kisses. Forever with you will simply never be enough. But from this day forward, I vowed to make the most of every moment. Since I was a little girl, I've always believed in fairy tales, even though you don't like them that much. Thank you for giving me my happily ever after.
Whew. Thank you both for sharing those vows with us. Nathan, with all of your closest friends and loved ones here to bear witness, do you take Alyssa to be your loving wife, to support and listen to her, to stand by her side through sickness and in health, through times of joy and through times of sorrow, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Alyssa, with all of your closest friends here to bear witness, do you take Nathan to be your loving husband, to support and listen to him, to stand by his side through sickness and in health, through times of joy and through times of sorrow, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
You will now exchange rings, if I could please have those. These rings are the physical embodiment of your union and represent the strength and commitment to each other. Nathan, please place the ring on Alyssa's finger and repeat after me. I give this ring to you as a symbol of our union.
I give this ring to you as a symbol of our union.
and my commitment to you from this moment forward.
And my commitment to you from this moment forward.
Alyssa, please place the ring on Nathan's finger and repeat after me. I give this ring to you as a symbol of our union.
I give this ring to you as our symbol of our union.
And my commitment to you from this moment forward.
And my commitment to you for this moment forward.
You both stand here now, having said your vows to one another, and you both have shiny new rings on your fingers. But before I pronounce you as husband and wife, and before the night is swept away from us, take a minute to turn around to all these beautiful people that came here today to see you. They're here to celebrate your love. Your love has brought us together when it has been more difficult than ever. We all love you and can't wait to see what adventures you turn to next. Now, with the power vested in me, it is my great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Nathan, you may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to give you for the first time ever, Mr. and Mrs. Newman.